Hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
What are you holding in your hand there?
Chihuahua in Nicaragua right now. His head just exploded like a goddamn pinata.
Hi, welcome to Hot Ones. I'm Alyssa English. I will be your host today. Couldn't get Sean Evans because we didn't ask him, so I'll be covering. Today we have Wyatt Marshall, food scientist, quirky t-shirt enthusiast, and relatively big fan of the show. So we decided for his 34th birthday to give him as best the experience we could. Joining him today is best friend Cory Thompson, chicken overlord, frequent shopper of the big and tall stores, and wrapped around his baby daughter's finger. You two have been friends for a long time, and I am excited to partake on this with you. So, as you can see, we didn't decorate for Christmas today, Wyatt. Sorry. But just ground rules. You can tap out at any point, and you can add dabs if you want to, but no pressure. Bragging rights, though. So, we start off left-hand side, and we'll start off pretty simple, you guys.
What's that?
We're happy to be here, by the way.
Glad to hear it, Cory.
Go on, Bob.
They're very tasty.
So a notorious tradition of yours is Friday Night Fires. It's been happening for as long as I've been around, at least. How did Friday Night Fire start?
We would drink a beer, and it was cold, so we started a fire.
I'm pretty sure I said, hey, Wyatt, you want to come over for a fire? And it was Friday night, and I had plenty of beer, so he said, yep. Because if I said I don't have beer, he would have said no.
Okay.
But he starts in proper fires. It's just...
Oh. I was terrible at starting fires. I was trying to do the teepee thing, and he taught me the little fairy house method.
Fairy house, right?
And your best friend Brett taught you that, right?
So everyone's in conclusion that the fairy house method's the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all I use now.
It works really good.
I owe that to Wyatt.
Yep.
So how do you prep for Friday Night Fire? What does setup look like?
You get beer at the Tooch, and then you make a fairy fire, and then you drink beer, and then you add to the fire, and then you get meaty bits, and you put them on the grill, and then you eat the meaty bits when you get drunk, and that's it.
It took a few weeks for us. Where'd my bucket go?
It's back in there.
It took a few weeks for us to figure out the music situation. Remember?
Go low.
You had the Bluetooth speaker connected to your phone, and then the battery would die, and then we'd just be standing there in silence.
Oh, yeah.
And then we bought some shitty speakers,
Shitty speakers.
and
They were shitty speakers.
and then we could plug those into the phone.
Everybody's dropping their goddamn phones.
We plugged that into the phone, and then we're like, well, this is stupid too. So then eventually, just this past year, we got an Alexa, and we connected to Alexa. And
Right.
Then we made Alexa on a stick.
You made
Yeah,
that
Alexa
weird
on a
Alexa
stick.
robot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Weird
that's on a stick.
Alexa on a stick.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a robot,
She's still hooked up to the shitty speakers.
but it's way better music situation than we used to have.
Way better. The
Okay.
90s alternative.
Late 90s alternative.
Alexa.
Okay, so an important thing, I think, is to know when to call a night. So how do you know when you are all done and it's time to wrap up FNFs?
I get tired and go home.
Yeah, it's either too drunk to drive or too tired to stay. So either we're sleeping
Or we run out of meat.
or he's going.
Or you run out of... Well, succinct and easy. Next one, boys.
Okay. The fries are good.
Yeah, that was good. What was that? The salsa picante? It was great.
That was Goya. Trump sponsored.
So, Wyatt, you frequently return home after FNFs, or simply after a late night at Cory's and engaging in adult beverages.
And I bought Gin and Jimmy Jams and jump on his bed.
And we all have late night dance parties where we try to progressively pick better songs than the other person.
That was terrible.
What is your go-to winter song to dominate?
Subterranean Homesick Blues by Bob Dylan.
Okay.
And everybody hates it.
That doesn't sound like domination, but okay, I guess everyone has their own definition.
That's right.
Cory, while you're not typically there for late night dance parties, because that's usually the part of the day where you're all done with Wyatt, you have shown up to a few and displayed your lovely ballroom dance moves. How did you get your dance career to begin?
So I lived in Bangor for a few years after college, and started dating a girl. And she was all about ballroom dancing. And she had a place, right? She got lessons. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, well, I'll dance with you. Why not, right? We're going to date. Might as well dance. And so I started taking lessons there. It wasn't bad. It was like $40 a month.
Start with a B. Start with a B.
B? I don't even remember what it was called. But...
No,
B? Oh, no, Kristen.
Kristen. I was close.
Christy. I don't remember her name. But then I started picking up. We started with swing, then Lindy, then
Grapevine.
Then the waltz, and then we did some tango. We did all kinds of stuff. But our main stuff was like swing and Lindy, like the fast stuff.
Swing's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot more fun.
Do you do swing?
I do. I did ballroom for a while.
I remember you doing
Yeah. We've danced in the kitchen once or twice. All right. So you two have done a ton of projects together, usually at your house, such as the wooden camp box that holds all the necessary camping gear for the pickup truck, the mailbox with the working solar lights, and the
It's a birdhouse mailbox. Get it right.
Say what it is.
And the weir you made outside behind the chicken coop, and the birdhouse mailbox with the solar lights.
We're going to fix that by just leak them.
No, I'm going to cock it.
Some of those projects have even turned out to be successful.
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them.
Of all the projects you've done, what would you consider to be the best and the worst?
I would say
That's a good one.
the
Excuse me, Wyatt? Bite first.
recent one was a good one.
Wait, the one that we started yesterday?
The snowblower. No, not that one. That one's going to be a disaster.
Oh, the snowblower on the tractor, yeah.
Oh,
That was
fuck
a
yeah.
good one. So I lost a piece to my snowblower, right? It's a snowblower attachment to my
by
tractor.
the way.
And there's a crank to turn the chute to make it blow in different directions, and I lost it.
You looked for it for 2 fucking hours.
So we used some tent poles, or some pieces of tent poles.
After we was done looking for it for 2 fucking hours.
We went to Tractor Supply, as we do, and we bought a big iron rod
All the parts.
and a crank, a little clamp-on crank, and now I have a thing that I can crank, and it turns the thing. It's beautiful.
It's fucking beautiful.
It totally doesn't belong. It doesn't even match.
It works though.
What would you say the worst project you two have done together is? Keeping in mind there's been a lot of ones that have gone south.
The weir only failed because there's no water. The weir would have worked if we still had water flow, but unfortunately there's no water flow, so there's no weir usage.
That was a fun one. Even though it failed, it was a fun one.
Well, I'm glad you two
Because we grabbed some 2x4s, we made this concrete form, and we poured concrete into it. We let it set for like a week. Heavy as shit.
I rolled
And
around.
we had to
so
carry
much
it
mud.
all the way down to that little stream. And then the stream dried up like a month ago. It was pointless.
I would say. I would say. Don't get offended. The winnower.
Aw.
The,
Really?
the rock winnower.
Yeah.
You kicked it super hard.
I don't even think we used it before I started kicking it and destroying it.
So what happened with the winnower?
It was. The concept was good. The construction
it always
was,
is.
The construction was mediocre. Its usage was not applied properly, and it was destroyed before it had a chance to shine.
I think the problem is we didn't write the plans on a pizza box before we started.
That's correct.
I mean, that
If you
usually-
don't put it on a pizza box, and it's
All downhill from there.
All of our other plans have been pretty good.
And then we usually staple the pizza box to the project after the fact.
That
so
way we
can-
know.
So that we can come back like
Once it-
5 years later. And
Yeah.
say, oh,
Once it
yeah,
needs-
we
once it
were
needs
idiots.
Yeah, no, you file it like that. How you doing, Cory? You sweating a bit
Just
over there?
sweating, but it's fine. It's-
Okay,
Heat isn't bad.
hanging in so far. Okay.
These are delicious.
Okay, so I've heard your latest project involves some kind of skis. Would you mind telling me about that?
It's my project.
Okay.
And I love my project.
Elaborate, please.
We're going to make it so fucking heavy. It's going to be great. We took skis and we added brackets to it. Braces. and we're gonna put a lid on it, and then we're gonna put a bucket on that lid, and then we're gonna tow it around, and we're gonna go ice fishing this year.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Like a couple times.
I'm pretty sure we said that last year, though.
Yeah, we said that last year. We didn't go ice fishing, honestly. But we have all the gear, and now we have a sled, and I think the sled will promote good fishing opportunities.
Follow through.
Ah.
It's basically a couple skis with 2x4s attached to them right now.
That's okay.
So it doesn't look like it.
Once it gets the lid will combine.
You know, everything starts somewhere.
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't have COVID. I swallowed a French fry weird earlier, so I'm trying to not cough.
This is brought to you by this afternoon's project, which is Tiny Little Stupid Thing. Tiny Little Stupid Thing, brought to you by me. This killed 3 hours.
Oh, that jumped quick. Okay.
3 hours.
So speaking of ice fishing, I feel like the two of you tend to get snowed out a lot when you go fishing. How frequently do you think that happens?
We get what's?
You tend to get snowed out a lot when you try to go fishing. How frequently do you think that happens?
Well, we catch fish. I got snowed on last time, but that was because I went in a snowstorm. But no, we usually catch fish.
Well, there was that one time we went down on the Saco, and there were icicles forming off the tips of our rods.
This is Diesel. Brought to you by Bangers. Bangers. Where's Diesel?
We're not getting paid for that.
I know.
But yeah, we have fished on some very cold mornings, especially when we go out like an hour before sunrise because we didn't know when sunrise was. And we have to fish in the dark.
There was one morning we went to the Saco, and we get out there, and I was all super gung-ho for no fucking reason. And I was like, let's go. And it's like 4:30 in the morning, and we get out there. And we get out to the spot, which is on a rock. That's got some pepper on it, bud.
It's good.
Yeah. And we get out to this rock, and the only light that we had was on his little backpack fishing.
Which you made fun of.
I did make
fun of. You were like,
that's
a stupid light. We'll never use that.
Until that light was the entire source of my world. And then that light was very important to me. Because I did not want to fall into the Saco. Because Saco claims one life a year. And that's the first life. You don't want to be that first life.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to be that guy.
No.
Fuck no.
Sometimes we wait until we hear about it in the newspaper before
Then we go fishing. That was not you bag, right?
It's a little bit bad.
Okay.
We're not above it.
So the writers were going through your Facebook page, and we noticed that under favorite quotes, most of them centered around fishing, and my personal favorite being, "It has always been my personal conviction that any man who pits his intelligence against a fish and loses has it coming," by John Steinbeck.
Yeah, it's mine.
Care to tell us any stories where that might have been the case for either?
Yeah, I've
of
been
you?
outsmarted by some fucking smart fish.
Anything specific?
So I was out fishing. It's a very specific story. I was out fishing on, I think it was Grand Lakes stream. It was probably Grand Lakes stream. I was out fishing, and I hooked a fish, and I got it halfway in, and it broke off, and it went. I literally watched it go right back to the same damn rock, and that's like where it lived, like SpongeBob. It like lived at that fucking rock, and I was like, all right, I got him, and I picked at him for like forever, and he like kept looking up at it, and he's like, nah, I've fallen for that before, and it's just like I gave up. I fucking gave up. Fish one.
Fish one. Cory, any similar?
Yeah, I had a nice bass hooked on Bog Lake, where my camp is, and that darn thing broke the lure off the line, and it was still attached to his lip, and the freaking thing just kept jumping out of the water. Like, just jump after jump after jump, trying to get that hook out of his mouth. And so, like, we're off fishing, so I've already replaced my hook, and we're off fishing somewhere else. We still hear this damn thing jumping behind us, so we're like, this guy has got to give up. Just give up. Just give up. But anyway, I think he got the better of me that day.
That's fair.
I lost like a $7 lure that day.
That's rough, bud. So, speaking of fishing, the pair of you have tramped off into the woods relatively frequently on adventures together, and usually go camping and or fishing.
Found some good spots.
Yeah. Who would you say is the better woodsman of the two of you?
I can survive longer.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. You can survive on less.
Cory can make things. Oh, we're going right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this.
Driver's side?
You can survive on less.
I
for
can
sure.
survive on... What is this? Heartbeat?
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a heartbeat hot sauce.
We're right here.
It's
There you
you
go.
want to put it up and do the commercial thing?
Nah, fuck it. This is stupid bottle.
Yeah, you can survive on less, but I think I should survive pretty well.
Yeah. I can live off King
But-
of Beans
but-
for like a week.
But you were like, when we went camping there up north this year, you were definitely like, set up the camp. Let's stay sober, which is surprising for you. Let's stay sober. Let's get everything set up for later.
Yeah, because
And then
when
we
you
can
become injured in the woods, you can't get out of the woods.
So yeah, probably Wyatt for sure.
Okay. Speaking to that,
That went right into my eye.
don't touch your face.
Not touch my face, bud.
Don't do it.
I'm supposed to use that disclaimer frequently. So, what moment on a trip together have you two thought, oh damn, we're screwed?
I know mine.
It would be a point at which we couldn't get back and or we had to commit to getting wet. That's where I say what it would be. It would be
No particular instance?
Dude, we got downpoured on this year when we went up north.
that
Our
was
whole
that was-
campsite got flooded.
that was not bare in the parking lot. It was not flooded out. It was not. What was the question again?
Oh damn, we're screwed. What?
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. I never felt screwed.
I didn't feel screwed. I felt like we're gonna walk out of here wet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty normal. Sometimes it's when we get out early and we realize we didn't bring toilet paper. Then we're kind of screwed.
I mean, that's fair.
Especially under the bridges.
I pooped under a railroad track.
Under the
once.
bridges and the railroad tracks? Yeah, you remember. All right.
I had no shame. I pooped right on the railroad track. If an ATV had gone by, they would have seen me taking the
Yeah.
poop shit right on the railroad track.
You do what you gotta do.
And finally, I look over and I see him with his tiny little shovel just trying to bury it. I was like, if this sets the mood for the day, then we're screwed.
I was like, you get the bag? He's like, yeah, I got the bag. I was like, give me the bag. I'm gonna take a shit right here. You go stand over there.
I've had to go on the river before.
You pooped. We pulled up on that beach, and I thought you were gonna sit on that log and just take a shit right there, but you went into the woods,
I had to find a better log.
into privacy, and you pooped in privacy.
Yep.
I splashed around in the water like an idiot.
Yeah, I
I-
remember that.
I gotta tell you, not the direction I thought that question was going.
The only other time I can think of when we were screwed is when we were on the middle of the lake and the waves started picking up.
Oh, Sebago.
And two overweight dudes in a canoe is not a recipe for success.
Nope, that's two dead people in a canoe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that thing started, and like water started actually coming in over the sides, remember?
Waves!
And we. Waves!
We had to fight waves. I held back waves with a paddle, like fucking Poseidon. I was whacking down. It didn't do anything, but I did it.
We.
Solid effort.
That was I would actually say that was probably the most dangerous situation we put ourselves in.
Yeah.
Where we were out in the middle of nowhere with no plan.
With way too much weight in the boat, none of us wearing
Life preservers.
vests.
Yeah, we fucked that one
And
up.
waves splashing in over their side of the boat.
Like
That was super rookie though. Right?
Yeah.
That was what?
We haven't done it again.
It was like 6.
That was in Sebago, remember?
That was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, we don't go on Sebago in a
Yeah,
canoe
we're not
anymore.
fucking with that.
How you guys doing with sauce thus far?
Yeah, these are delicious.
Excellent.
Really good.
Okay. So it's clear that the two of you are dog lovers in your own unique ways. You've spent a lot of time training them, taking them for walks, paying for dog spa, though sometimes dog spa goes pretty wrong. What happened when you two decided to do...
The lady with the big
Curry.
teeth.
West Indian curry. Sorry, we're listening for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
This
no.
is brought to you by Lady with Big Teeth. Lady with Big Teeth. It's gonna be spicy.
It's like curry. It's kind of Indian chicken.
So what happened when you two decided to go do the grooming yourself for Brewski and Lacey?
Oh, Lacey.
That was the only time we've ever done that, too.
That's the only time we learned our lesson from that. So, we get in, and we did Brewski first, because Brewski's a fucking mess, and you need to rinse him off and wash him off, and then you gotta blow dry him for like 45 minutes. So, I pick him up, and I just throw him in the bucket, and I hose him down, and the lady comes over, and she's like, what would you like for soap? And I'm like, soap. And I scrub them all down, and I rinse them all off, and he knows just stay, and you're safe. Don't move, no sudden movements, don't blink. I rinse them all down, I pick him up, I drop him out of the bucket. He falls on the ground. Blow him all off. He's fine. Hook him up, he's fine. Pick up Lacey. Like a little fucking fat little fucking turkey. And we plop her in. And the sounds that dog made were the most ungodly horror that I have ever heard in my life.
I don't think I've ever heard a dog make
a noise.
A human scream noise.
She literally, he's washing her, and I'm holding her, and she's just like...
But like her mouth is wide open, like she's screaming like a person.
Wide open. Wide open.
And she didn't want to. She wanted to jump out, but like she didn't want. It was the spraying side. So the nozzle was very loud. I think she didn't like that.
And the blowing. The spraying and the blowing. And the scrubbing.
And the strangers. Because we tried to get another woman to take over. She come over and asked us if we needed help.
She came over and tried to powerhouse it, and she gave up after 5 minutes.
Yeah. And then we just gave up with Lacey altogether.
She can stay dirty.
Yeah.
She was half seasoned.
She was at least wet. She wasn't clean.
She was put away wet.
Yeah.
Fair. So now that you and Melinda are thinking about getting another dog, what kind of training process would this new pup be going through?
Lamps.
It would be similar to what Lacey went through, not what Bruce went through.
2 lamps.
It would be pretty similar. But I wouldn't teach her to bark. The barking now drives me nuts. Like when she was a puppy, it was cute. Now it drives me crazy, and I can't get her to stop. There's no changing it. So
Lamps.
And
I feel like you should answer the same question.
Lamps.
So no difference.
So, Wyatt, how did you come up with the hand commands for the dog?
I had a German Shepherd, and her name was Ginger, and she was lovely. She was like a hybrid German Shepherd, something or other, and we sat her down one day, and I literally held the reset button on her forehead, and then programmed all of my settings into her, and then she just ran like a fucking clock. It was fantastic. She was a great dog.
Wait, which dog is this?
Ginger.
And she's the origin of the hand commands?
Yes. 8 out of 10 would do again.
All right. So I think we're moving on to Blueberry next.
We're on...
Wait, is this blueberry?
It's Ghost Pepper Blueberry.
Ooh, Ghost Pepper. We're familiar with Ghost Pepper.
Yes. I have a jar of Ghost Pepper from work that we've been mowing on, and it's quite delicious. And blueberry is questionable.
I don't know. I'm excited. I come from a long line of blueberry farmers.
That actually leads me to my next question.
Fire it out.
So neither of you are from this area originally. Cory, you're from Machias. Wyatt, you're from...
Away.
Oh, sure.
You don't talk about that?
What made you leave your hometowns?
Because I lived there and it was terrible.
That's it? That's the reason you left?
Yeah, it's Massachusetts. They're a bunch of fucking assholes.
But why'd you go to UMaine?
Oh. So, not bragging. I got accepted at Purdue. It was too big. I got accepted at Rutgers. It was too trashy.
Oh my god.
I got accepted at...
Was this a Goldilocks story?
Yeah.
UMaine was just right.
I got accepted at UMass, and it's in Mass. And I got accepted at UMaine. And they were like,
Eh.
That's why I stuck it out.
Solid.
There you go.
I left because Machias is all trashy. and there's just no way to make money in Machias.
That's right.
Absolutely no way.
Unless you farm or catch.
The further I got away from Machias, the more money I started making. So I just kept going until I wound up here.
Oh,
Does that mean you liked that one?
that just kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, my tongue's a little,
Tip of the tongue?
That's a good one.
little warm.
The teeth, the lips, the tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
So, what's the most famous thing from your hometown?
Ooh.
Backies.
Pardon?
Package stores. They serve liquor.
Oh.
I'm on a similar story. Mine would be heroin. Machias produces heroin like no other.
The best heroin. Some of the most explosive caravans
Yeah.
you've ever seen.
That's also the reason I got out of Machias.
That's fair.
A lot of drugs. You don't like that one, huh?
I got it all on my tongue.
Yep.
Also,
no,
Machias,
it's, sizzly.
so I've heard, means Bad Little Falls in whatever Indian language that is, or sorry, Native American. And so that would be like the famous thing that all the tourists go to Machias to see is the Bad Little Falls. It's just the river like goes down over a bunch of falls where there used to be a hydro dam.
Are they shitty falls?
They're bad falls.
So, is there anything you miss the most from your hometowns?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Clam cakes.
Clam cakes.
Wieners.
Really?
Pretty sure those are everywhere, bud.
Moonlight wieners.
Start to
They're
say.
essentially hot dogs with like meat sauce on top. And they're fucking delicious.
Oh, so like
I
a
miss those.
like a chili dog?
No,
Okay.
like a wiener.
Okay. So,
Oh, she's gonna throw some on.
That
Are
doesn't
we gonna
have a
pass
job.
that around?
Yeah.
Ooh, she's
You gotta
a little
put it on
drop.
top, bro.
no, you dunk it in.
I'm not a dipper. We don't dip from Machias.
Oh, well, you do it your way, kiddos.
Yeah.
I just figured you wouldn't let me show you up.
Ooh, that was 2 drops. That one.
So I don't. No offense, John. I don't pre-coat my wings because I don't like pre-coated wings. So when I order wings at a bar, I order them plain, and then I order the sauce on the side, and then I take my wing and I finger it. I just like get it all up in there, get it all up in the cracks.
There's a lot of phrases that you could have
seen me
used.
do it
That's
a million
disturbing.
fucking
It's
times.
disturbing every time.
I know. You can pre-taste.
Alright.
Oh. Oh.
Chicken cheers.
Chicken cheers, bud. No COVID.
So, coming from your humble origins, both of you try to partake in the finer things.
That's fucking tasty, bud.
Good food, good drinks, no budget, all that jazz. If given all the resources and a chef who knows how to use them, describe your perfect meal.
Don't look at me. You're the chef.
Perfect meal would be. What are those little shitty burgers that I like?
The sliders.
Yeah.
The White Castle.
White Castle. I would have frozen White Castle burgers with ketchup, mustard, and pickles.
Okay.
With sturgeon caviar on Ritz crackers.
Those are two very opposite ends of the spectrum there, Wyo.
And maybe like a light salad from Outback Steakhouse with the mustard vinaigrette. Oh, I fucking love that mustard vinaigrette.
Okay.
I eat that.
Cory?
And a rare steak.
And a rare steak.
Mine is going to be a medium rare steak with a bone marrow sauce.
Oh,
Smothered over the steak.
super scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
That was the best meal I ever had.
It's fucking
I
tasty.
savored every single bite of that.
Yeah, no,
It was
scales
so
is
good.
great.
He fucking growled at me.
He wanted to try some. I think there were onions in there too. It was pretty good.
Fair wing. No. No fair wing. Okay.
So to
I'm
that,
gonna eat that one again. That was good.
That was tasty.
That was fucking tasty.
so to that same note, if we were to expand our beer collection beyond reds and blues, what would the ideal drink be?
Oh. You said
Alright.
expanded beyond Reds and Blues?
Beyond reds and blues.
Ooh. It's dangerous territory.
Two-hearted.
Two-Hearted is good.
Two-hearted is pretty good.
Substance.
Substance.
Bissell Brothers
Bissell
is
Brothers. Bissell Brothers good.
good. Main Beer Company. Lunch.
Lunch is good.
We'll do that.
What was what's that one from the guy? Is that Substance?
From the guy?
The guy,
The guy.
the bar, the one that you dragged me to with the guy, with new Wyatt.
Woodstock.
No,
Oh, no. With New Wyatt.
yeah, he's
Oh, yeah, that place.
He's a piece of
I don't
shit.
even remember, but that was. We tried their IPA and their double IPA. That was
a good
really
beer.
good.
That was a good beer.
So that's basically the rule of thumb is to stick to the IPAs.
Stick to the IPAs.
You know?
Yeah, don't touch
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch your face. No, don't touch the dark beers. Stay away from anything that is.
You are.
You're cooking. Bud.
Well, I see why it's starting to break out right under his cheeks
Oh,
now.
yeah, I'm starting to get a little.
It's delicious though.
Yeah, stay away from anything that's wheat. Anything that's sour.
No, sour's delicious.
Believe it or not, I used to love the Bud Light wheat beers.
What?
That used to be my go-to. And they were so good, but now I couldn't even touch the stuff.
Yeah, no, it's gross.
I have a much more refined palate.
Ah, yes.
It comes in one flavor. Blue. The one
Yeah.
flavor.
Remember when they made 12 packs of Rebel? I'd call you up and I'd say, "What do you want? Dozen blues or a dozen roses?"
Well, it doesn't ruin.
Yeah, you get a dozen roses every
Yeah,
time.
it's tasty.
So, Wyatt, you in particular have been subjected to a fair amount of seasonal house activities.
I roll in a lot of chicken shit.
No.
Goat
Let's
shit.
call it what it is.
No. This
chicken
house.
shit,
This house
goat
activities.
Shit.
So,
and
like, apple picking,
Dog shit.
ice cream runs.
Shit. I ate so much rat shit. I got hentavirus. It was terrible. I was up in his rafters the other day. And
Focus
I
up,
picked
bud.
something
Focus up.
And it poured. The rat shit just rained down on me.
Why? Not the question.
Okay, what was the question?
A lot of seasonal house activities like apple picking, sunset on a cliff watching, late at night ice cream runs, stuff like that. What has been your favorite and why?
I'd say that little mountain that we went to, that was pretty fun. I'd like to go back up there and like do some stargazing with the telescope that doesn't work.
Okay. So to that end,
Keep folding this until it turns into an origami goddamn swan.
It's a square, buddy. You folded it into a square.
I'm gonna unfold it and I'm gonna fold it back into another square. Oh.
Are we doing drops on all these?
oh yeah, no, we're going for the last three. So, speaking of this house in particular,
Oh.
Wyatt, you have installed.
Caution.
That's a big scooping.
That's a big scooping. I got scooping on my.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, you're committed, bud.
Yeah, fucking commit. Do you want me to even mine out?
No.
No.
I've already tasted it. Don't. You do not want to, buddy.
So,
Lick my finger on that one.
Wyatt, you have installed a code system for the house for various levels of awareness and lockdown. Would you mind explaining how the level system works and give us a situation that would go with each?
It's radiating heat.
I touched the wing, I licked my finger, and I regret every second.
Oh, this tastes terrible.
Fuck it. Alright.
You may have to repeat the question.
What's the question? Oh. There's code pineapple. Code kiwi? Kiwi? Oh, this tastes terrible. You know, when I hear everybody say it tastes terrible, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Good luck with that one. It does not taste good at all.
It doesn't taste good at all. I taste like shit. Whew. Oh. Boost the rockets are setting right off.
Oh, that's warm.
Okay.
I still don't remember what the question was.
The question was,
Level
What?
systems.
what is a code system to have?
What was rule number 1? Don't be a hero.
My ears actually hurt.
I know, I can feel it in my ears. That's something else.
Junior is dying.
I can't wipe it away.
I'd love to answer your question, but this is becoming a whole thing.
Kiwi, pineapple.
I'm David Blaine. I'm gonna breathe into this, and I'm gonna produce this one. I didn't know this one. Ooh. That is as hot as I imagined it to be.
The interview just got real quiet, didn't it?
Yeah.
Actual tears are pouring out of Cory's eyes right now.
They're like squirting out.
That's a fucking sucker punch.
Wow, that's a big jump from Los Caliente to murder you, the bomb.
Airplane's going around. Can't touch this again.
That's how
He's
the
got
heat
whatever the
is.
fuck's on there.
This is way worse than that 08 sauce from Bingo's.
What was on Jeopardy? What was that? The fourth punch?
The fourth punch was the uppercut.
That was a
Yeah, that was the uppercut.
Pineapple, kiwi.
water.
That's not like a full code.
That stopped it for about 1 second.
Kiwi, pineapple.
I'm swishing it around to make it distributed.
Yeah, how's that working?
It's getting in my teeth now.
Fourth time. What's the question?
The code system levels. Kiwi, pineapple,
Oh, I don't know. These
Mango?
tell you.
mango, and
Strawberry.
and now please give us an example of where each situation will apply.
This is strawberry right now.
For the record, strawberry is the highest level you can get. Means extreme imminent danger.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
When's the last time you were at Strawberry?
Is that tomato sauce?
I don't think so. No, I also had it.
Yeah, yours a little cherry. It's all right. I
Yeah,
believe you.
can I have some silk, please? Okay, so Cory, have you adapted a similar code system for your house?
No. We have a. Do we decide to stay or do we decide to sell?
If the situation gets bad enough.
Yep.
That's
and
fair.
We've reached the sell point twice. I don't know how we keep coming back.
I can
But we have this problem where we have this electrical issue where the living room lights and the dining room lights will swap. So if you turn the switch to the dining room, it will actually turn off the kitchen lights. But that's rare. That's on a rare occasion.
I can hear my ears.
Really cleans out the sinuses though, buds.
So anyway, we landed on sell. So
So you're looking for a new house,
we're looking for a new house.
get some room to expand, bigger kitchen, all that jazz. How does Wyatt factor into the decision to where you move?
Did this lead into the next question?
This was a
perfectly?
nose tissue. It was only for noses.
I'm really enjoying how much you're sweating right now. Because, Cory was really outpacing you, but you caught it quick.
Did you eat that whole wing or did you throw it away?
Oh, I ate that fucking wing.
Me too.
Don't forget you have
Drool just came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I hope that was caught on video.
you have trash buckets next to you if you need it.
Yeah, so
How does Wyatt factor into your decision?
we want a house that's in the Goldilocks zone. We want it to be close enough to where he'll visit once in a while, but far enough away where he won't visit all the time.
If you don't believe it, you are welcome to stick your pinky in and give it another
After
taste.
seeing him now, it's more like we want him to visit less. Hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
We got one left. You can tap
What are
out
you
if you need
focusing
to.
on? What are you holding in your hand there?
There's a chihuahua in Nicaragua right now. His head just exploded like a goddamn pinata.
Okay, so Wyatt, you have described your
It's not
house.
that bad when you don't put extra drops on.
You're still eating it?
Yeah.
Stop eating it.
Not bad.
Wyatt, you have described your house as eccentric. Can you explain your reasoning for buying it?
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
That seems like not a good reason for buying it.
Where's his nose napkin? Nose napkin goes over here.
When I'm like, look at that eccentric person over there, you're like, yeah, it'd be shit.
Cute.
Yeah, bro.
Deep breaths. Just breathe through the pain.
Yeah, breathe through it, bud.
Okay.
Literally dripping sweat onto my t-shirt.
So, Wyatt, if you ever decide to sell your house, how do you plan on explaining the dankness to potential buyers?
Hold on. Check your deets real quick. Yeah, pretty straight.
Not bad.
Not bad. Solid as a fucking mule.
It just doesn't go away.
No, it stays.
I just ate the rest of it.
This is my mouth now, forever.
I'm on the outside of that roller coaster. Can't talk. Fire just. I can't talk.
Yeah, okay, so,
My house is a piece of shit.
but if you decide to sell your house, how are you going to explain the dankness to potential buyers?
There's a darkness that only goat blood can tame. And it is trapped down in a box that is in the basement in my room where the souls of all of my previous dogs are kept because I took all of them. Mm-hmm. That's why I keep it. That with all the fish I killed too. I claim their little souls.
Claim their souls, bud.
Claim their souls.
Ferda.
Berta.
Berta.
Stash that cash, bro.
All right, boys. Last one.
I think I'm gonna need a minute, bro.
I just want to let you know that the Scoville rating on this one is 135,000, and the Scoville rating on this one is 2 million.
That is useful information.
This is the nose napkin. Do this open for the nose.
On the bright
Fingers up
side,
your nose.
No, my fingers stay on the outside of the napkin.
every time I talk, my tongue burns.
Yeah. Stop
It's
talking.
good to know that you're struggling as much as we are.
You got another question?
Oh, we're going into the rapid fire round.
I could go in for like one more softball. Like one more softball would be good.
Okay, you want me to filler before the next one?
Oh,
All right. So, as is tradition on Hot Ones, to dab on the last swing.
I wish it had more of like a controlled dab.
Like an eyedropper?
Yeah.
no, you dip. You,
Oh, maybe that's what we'll do this
You
time.
do the smart thing, which is
No.
you put it on the
Hey.
tray.
Hey, you don't fuck with
You
tradition.
don't fuck with tradition, bro.
We don't fuck with tradition.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so
It
shaky.
doesn't make sense.
That's not. No, that's me. Like
You're
gently.
shaking like a dog shitting razor blades.
Dogs don't shit razor blades, bro.
Just saying.
Just like it's like a little dab. Just like a smidge. Just a bit.
It's taking a sweet time. It's stoic.
Oh, that's like
It's so
that was something.
There you go, buddy. Focus on the positives. You can get through this.
I'll put the cap on. Are you crying?
No, Bella's fat.
Oh.
Also, he might be crying.
She's not fat anymore. She used to be fat. Now she's a sleek dog.
Should we cheers?
Anyway, cheers.
COVID proof?
Sorry.
You're gonna rub that on.
Oh yeah, you gotta dig it in, bud.
Sorry, but that you can't do it.
Wait, which one was nose napkin?
You can't. Yeah, I just want you to know you can't do anything with that finger for the next 24 hours. All right, cheers.
Hop hop.
Up, up. All right, I'll rub it.
Down the hatch.
Don't fuck with tradition.
Oh, there's grill marks. That
They're kind of a sweeter.
is. I'm gonna give it the intro a minute. We'll let it dance.
So now that all of our mouths are burning,
I'll
let's
let
do
play.
a quick rapid fire round.
Go.
All right.
You'll be answering most of these questions about each other. Oh, that hit the back of the throat.
Oh yeah, it goes right back there like a fucking tomahawk missile.
Who is each other's biggest fictional crush? Your Stardew Valley wives are not the default answer, by the way.
Who's that blue-haired chick that we both married?
Emily.
Emily.
She's
She
fucking
was super
hot.
hot.
My eye's twitching for some reason and I can't control that.
Oh, yeah, it
one
is.
wasn't- this one
The
isn't-
bottom.
Well, I can't stop that.
This
Yeah.
one isn't nearly as bad
No,
as
it's
the last
not. It's working its way in.
Coming around. Wow, there is so much twitching
There's a
happening.
lot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that visual twitching that I can't fucking control.
one. Is there a chance we could get his Women of Curling 2016 edition?
Oh.
Fictional.
Can you-
Oh,
Fictional.
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 Oh.
Well, it's
Fictional
kind of fictional
crush.
to you. That's not so bad.
Fictional being like.
Birds, that's all it does.
Video games, books, comics, manga, movies.
He doesn't have one because he doesn't do that shit.
Okay. Take that answer. Fictional.
Oh. This is the Couples of Curling 2021 edition. This is you probably won't know her name, but this is for charity for Canada, so you should support it. This, not this. This. That's my girlfriend right there.
Can I
Yeah.
say?
No. Do you know who it is?
I can't think of her name. That's my problem.
Also, she's not fictional.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eve Muirhead.
Thank you.
That's not bad. Do you mind if I do another dip of that?
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Fuck it, give me some more of that shit.
It's good too. It's kind of sweet.
You have a rainstorm
Yes,
on your
I
forehead
feel
right
it.
now. Okay. Favorite video game for each other.
Shit. Rock that shit off. What?
Favorite video game.
Oh,
Rocket League.
Really?
You like Rocket League?
All right. Zelda, obviously.
Favorite band. Come on.
Mine's easy.
Fuck. Why can't I think of it?
Cory.
Oh. Pearl Jam?
No, not Pearl Jam.
Potato Wave.
Potato Waves. There's a Sirius station.
Quick.
No.
What? Dude, I don't give a shit. I know just enough about you
To be dangerous.
To be dangerous.
Yeah.
What's Cory's what?
Blink 182.
All right. What's he best at cooking? I don't think you guys understand the idea of lightning round.
Yeah, he's
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
excellent at corn dogs. Cheesy Big Bigs.
She's a big bigs.
Big bigs.
What is the other's biggest strength that they bring to a project?
Power tools
Yeah.
that he takes from my garage.
Thought and foresight?
Yeah.
Who's better at N64?
Dry fit.
Dry fit.
Who's better at N64?
Wyatt.
Not on Mario Kart.
I'll give you be a fucking hot one.
I'll give you Mario Kart, bro.
I put too much sauce on.
Who holds the title for putting away beers?
Oh.
I think I do.
Yeah, he's bigger.
Kind of a lightweight.
What do you want to say to yourselves in 10 years from now?
Fucking fucking fat piece of shit.
Don't get fat would be a good one.
Yeah.
10 years from now,
Yeah.
invest in Amazon.
Invest in Tesla.
SPACs are good.
SPACs are fucking awesome.
And
Watch out for that rock.
yeah. Don't hit the rocks.
All right.
Rock.
Well, guys, congratulations. You made it all the way through 10. I gotta say, I'm impressed with myself mostly for surviving that.
Down, bro. You didn't eat yours.
I did too. I took a bite and I'm the host. This camera. Tell the people what's going on in your lives, boys.
I got a beautiful baby girl. I got an awesome wife. I got a good buddy.
Cory took all my power tools and I'm trying to figure out how to get them back.
Wait till I move farther away. Then I have less incentive to bring them back to you.
And that's it for Hot Ones today.
And we need more batteries. Because we have too many goddamn controllers and not enough fucking batteries.
Valid point. That's it for Hot Ones today. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
I will tell you that the last one was not the worst one.
No.
Fucking bomb.
Wait, seriously? It wasn't
Holy.
That's what everybody says. They say that the bomb is the
The
worst.
last one, I will say,
Surprising. Yeah.
the last one was good.
Yeah.
Oh, so hot.
Complex. I still have it how it gets.
Dude, we poured extra of the triple
Airhead
X.
hot.
You didn't throw up though.
There was
The
a
last one
moment.
wasn't bad at all.
There was a moment there where I almost did.
I haven't rolled that out yet.
Cory, I like how you're like, this isn't hot, but your whole face is sweat. It's like droplets of sweat every like set of
Next to me, I can feel it running down my forehead.
You're so
Get out of there. Dogs out of here.
That was good, though. It was good.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday,
fun.
Wyatt. I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like it's going quick.
Yeah.
You talk about pooping, which
How
is
long are
one
these
of my
shows
bucket lists.
usually last?
Yeah, you're pushing wings down our faces right now.
I mean, Cory's sweating a lot.
So my mouth isn't bad. It's
Hold
just
on.
a sweat.
Are we recording right now?
I am.
Gross. Yeah, we all heard that.
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch my face.
I watch this show and I see people touch their faces and I'm like, how do they fall into that trick?
Actually,
Just
Jim,
don't
swap
touch your
it out.
fucking face. There's beers.
Can I have a milkshake on backup?
Can we get makeup in here?
By the way, Wyatt,
So we're getting into the
Oh,
good.
chef,
We
we may need more of the.
What's this way on? Oh,
We have so many napkins.
We may need more of the teeth lady.
Oh,
Those were tasty.
I didn't like
yeah,
that
can we
one.
replant that? Oh, yeah, is that?
Let's not vomit.
You want some tummy butter?
No butter. Cut down to butter.
That one is
Wow.
so bad.
hide until like
It's so bad.
You got that on my knee.
Just wipe it.
I watch it on TV and they're like, "Ugh," and I'm like, it can't be that bad. It fucking gets right up on you.
Jumper, in the freezer. Seeing you laugh your fucking ass off right there. This was a fucking prank on it. These fucking assholes.
What's broken?
No, we just gotta record. We gotta start.
Watch that fucking finger, by the way.